Here at Be Freaking Awesome, we believe that life is too short to be anything less than extraordinary. Join us as we explore what it means to live authentically, grow continuously, and have a blast while doing it. Let's get started. Welcome, everyone, to today's episode of Be Freaking Awesome. I am one of your hosts, Sami, and I am here to help guide you through a New Year's exercise. This is different than a goal setting exercise or figuring out what your resolutions are. What I want to do is actually let this be a hands on and participatory podcast episode with you that you can take a moment, hit pause while you're listening, and answer some of these questions for yourself as you go into the new year. What I want us to do is to help set intentionality. Angela and I talk about it all the time here that you need to be on purpose about what you're doing, what you're living for, and where you're going. I want us to imagine the metaphor that we are on a sailboat. We're headed for an island. The first question that I want you to answer is, what island are you sailing for? This could be in your life. What's the general island you want to go after? This could be in your work. This could be in any category, big or small. The question isn't, what's your SMART goal? The question isn't, what exact longitude and latitude are you headed for? The general question is, where are you heading? We want to point maybe east, maybe west while we're figuring this out. So I want you to take a moment and I want you to think for yourself, what island would you like to sail to? Angela and I did this exercise recently, and for us, we've actually got a couple of things that we've identified as that island. Number one, impact. We want to help make a difference in the lives of the people that we work with, and the lives of our friends and our family and our children and our children's children and all of that. We want to be a positive impact on those around us. That is part of the island that we're sailing towards. Another part of that island is we want to be engaged in fun and interesting work. Enter things like the Be Freaking Awesome podcast. Lastly, we also want to live a well rounded life, not just something that is full of only one area or another, but when we look at our wheel of life that we reflect on each January and other points as well, we want all of the spokes on our wheel to be well inflated and full and fulfilling. If you want to go learn about the Wheel of Life, you can listen to some of our early episodes, or you can go to befreakingawesome.com/resources. That's the letter B, freakingawesome.com/resources. Once you've identified your island, the next thing that you need to figure out is, what is the wind in your sails that's going to push you towards that island? What is going to help you get there? What are going to be the activities, the attitudes, or even just the mindset that you need to get from where you are to closer to that island? Take a moment, pause, think about what that looks like for you. The next question, and there could be a little bit of overlap between the last one and this one. What is the keel that is keeping you steady? If you are like me and you don't actually know a whole lot about sailboats, you may not know that the keel is a piece underneath the sailboat that helps keep it steady in the water. When Angela and I were talking through this exercise, she helped articulate it so well that without the keel, the boat just tosses and turns in the waves. And wherever the wind sends it, it's just flopping all around. So the keel can be something that's keeping you steady, even as you are navigating the wind and which direction you're going. That could be support of your family, support of coworkers. For businesses, for us, what we identified, it's recurring revenue that helps keep us steady so we can continue to move forward. What is your keel? What is going to keep you steady as you go forward towards your goals? Our last piece of the metaphor that we're going to define is, what is your anchor? What are the things that are going to hold you back, slow you down, or create extra drag that you don't really need? Anchors can be things like distractions, or even our feelings sometimes can slow us down. Anchors are a part of life They are not something that we can just completely go without, because they also, in times where we need to pause and reset, those things can keep us steady. They also, we don't need that many of them. And so you might be carrying around more anchors than you really need. My question for you would be, are there some things you can do on purpose to maybe let go of a few of those? And if there's not, that's okay too. Acknowledging where some of the pitfalls might happen and where some of the things that are going to hold you back could be at can be just as helpful as letting them go. Now that you're starting your year with lots of pauses in this episode, because you've identified what island you want to sail towards. You've identified what is the wind that is going to push you towards that island. What is the keel and the things that are going to keep you steady as you move? What are the anchors, the things that are going to hold you back a little bit? I hope you can take some time to reflect on this to see, what do you need to accomplish these things? What do you need to invest in? Where should you be spending your time? How should you be doing the work? This year, we're so excited to bring you guys a ton of amazing guests, great podcast episodes, new ideas, old ideas that we're unpacking in new ways. And I cannot wait for each and every one of you to be with us along the journey. If you didn't listen to last week's episode, I want to remind you that we have a giveaway going on right now. So if you go to our website and you sign up, you can have a chance to be entered in to win books from some of our previous podcast guests and just the chance to connect with us on a little bit deeper level. As always, if there's anything that you want to hear from us or anything that you would like to hear us talk about, let us know. You can email us at podcast@befreakingawesome.com, the letter B, freakingawesome.com. Follow us on Instagram, on Facebook, on LinkedIn, wherever that might be. Let us know what your island is. What are your anchors? What's your wind in your sails? We want to hear about it. We want to hear from each and every one of you. And we're so grateful that you guys give us the opportunity to have a little bit of impact, because you listening helps contribute to our island, helps contribute to the island that Angela and I are sailing to. We want you guys to jump on board with our ship and sail towards a life that is freaking awesome, that is on purpose and intentional, one that you can look back on and smile with such fondness. Even though it's got ups and downs, even though there are waves that might crash and storms that will hit, you still can rest easy at night knowing that this is your life, that you are living on purpose. So until next time, everyone, I hope you guys go be freaking awesome.